Hello, Amrut. How are you doing today?
Thank you so much, Ankit. As usual, I was reading in the morning, all prepared, always prepared to talk
Always
something
as
exciting.
Amrut, right? Reading in the morning.
Yes,
Perfect. So, I welcome again to the next episode of the Branding Circle, the podcast which is dedicated to the entrepreneurs, where we discuss the journeys of successful entrepreneurs who are building businesses, who have built their brand, and how they are building their brand without any gyan. So we just keep the gyan aside and we have our real stories and you share your experiences. So I'm sure you're ready for this.
sure. Yeah, very excited.
So looking forward, yeah. So I remember last we met when 2022. I think we were on the same stage, sharing the stage for this college here where we were discussing about entrepreneurship.
Yes,
And I remember you talking about social entrepreneurship
right.
way back in 2022, I think. And this was your, I think, third or fourth year in business,
Correct.
right? And I was truly excited even at that time, listening to you about how you are changing or probably trying to change the world, maybe one book at a time, right? And you are on a mission to make India read.
Yes.
So why don't you just tell your story about you, the booklet guy, and maybe you can break it down year-wise since you've started.
See, booklet guy is not an influencer. Booklet guy is not a motivational speaker. Booklet guy is not a life coach. Booklet guy is a stupid reader, but reader of his own kind. Instead of reading for oneself, we all read for oneself. Okay?
Yeah.
That's a hobby. But when you put your hobby or passion to use for other people, it becomes purpose. It becomes a dharma. So that way, I'm a different kind of reader. I want to read for others and then infect the youth of India to fall in love with books, with reading, a positive addiction, a positive pandemic. Yeah, so that is the only purpose of my life. That I have. My dream is that one day India will be known as a nation of readers on the world map,
Wow.
and I'll not leave any stone unturned to make it come true.
I think this deserves a round of applause for the purpose that you are taking ahead. And you very rightly mentioned, right? You want to infect the youth of India, right, to read, and you want India to be known as the nation of readers. So can you tell me more about when did this idea struck you and how did you start with this idea?
Yeah. Uh, See, honestly, it's not a. I can't pinpoint that particular point of time or day that the idea struck to my mind. It was a culmination of series of events that happened in my life.
Yeah.
I had 3 failed startups in a row. I was dejected, depressed, and that was followed by a personal rejection. That my relationship fell apart, and that was a further blow on my existing wounds. So things became so bad that one day I decided I'll not see the next day's rising sun. Things became so bad, Ankit. I was sitting on the sofa, similar like this, in my living room, and that was supposed to be the last day of my life. So घर में अकेला था मैं, तो मैं सोफा से उठा खुद को टांगने के लिए पंखे पे. To get the things required to hang myself, I got up, walked 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, और घर के लाइट चले गए. तो अभी क्या करेंगे, इतना आसान नहीं है, रोज रोज तो हम मरते नहीं हैं. तो मैं वापस सोफा पे बैठा एंड आई रिमेंबर द वर्ड्स ऑफ माई एल्डर ब्रदर. वो मुझे बोलता था, अमृत, वेन एवर यू आर स्टक अप विद द क्वेश्चन व्हाट नेक्स्ट, रीड रैंडम. ज़्यादा सोच मत, ज़्यादा छानपत्ती मत कर, जो मिले वो पढ़. तो फॉर्चुनेटली एक राइट साइड पे कुछ बगल में एक किताब पढ़ी थी. इट वॉज डार्क, सो आई स्विच्ड ऑन द फ्लैश लाइट ऑफ माई मोबाइल, स्टार्टेड रीडिंग. कृष्णा एंड बलराम वर गोइंग थ्रू अ फॉरेस्ट. इट वॉज गेटिंग डार्क. तो कृष्णा बोलता है कि देख, मैं सोता हूँ, तू जाग, बिकॉज इट इज़ रिस्की एरिया. देन तू थक गया तो लेट मी नो, वी विल स्विच द रूल्स. और कृष्णा सो जाता है. जैसे ही बलराम जाग रहा है, ही इज कीपिंग गार्ड ऑन बोथ ऑफ देम, एक राक्षस आता है एंड ही येल्स एट बलराम. बलराम गेट्स स्कैर्ड एंड बलराम श्रिंक्स इन साइज एंड द मॉन्स्टर गेट्स बिगर इन साइज. ही ग्रोज इन साइज. तो और उसको मज़ा आता है. तो वो बड़ा बड़ा होता है, बलराम छोटा होता है. बलराम इज सो स्कैर्ड एट सम पॉइंट, ही स्क्रीम्स कृष्णा एंड फेंट्स डाउन ऑन द ग्राउंड. कृष्णा मिस्टुक कि मेरे भाई ने मेरा नाम पुकारा है. ही डिडंट नो कि ये सब हुआ है. अभी उसको लगता है कि मेरी बारी है पेट्रोलिंग की, तो इस बार वो राक्षस नया चेहरा देखता है, उसको पता है कि चिल्लाने से इंसान डरता है, वो चिल्लाता है. बट दिस टाइम कृष्णा कामली सेज, क्या चाहिए, क्यों चिल्ला रहा है? एंड समथिंग डिफरेंट हैपेंस. दिस टाइम कृष्णा ग्रोज बिगर इन साइज एंड द मॉन्स्टर श्रिंक्स. और वो छोटा छोटा होता है, एक छोटे चीटे के साइज का होता है, गोटी के साइज का. कृष्णा fearlessly picks him up, ties a knot to his dhoti and goes to sleep. Next day both the brothers resume the journey and Balram recollects his nightmare. वो मारने वाला था मुझे, बड़ा राक्षस था. कृष्णा बोलते, एक मिनट, आर यू टॉक अबाउट हिम? ये तुझे मारने वाला था? एंड द एपिक मैसेज, यू नो द स्टोरीज फ्रॉम गीता, महाभारत, वेद व्यास को ये बोलना था, फेस वॉट यू मस्ट फेस, राइट? द राक्षस, द मॉन्स्टर वाज जस्ट अ मेटाफर ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम्स एंड चैलेंजेस. I have to face the monster within me, the failed entrepreneur within me, the failed partner within me.
Yes.
और वो गलत गंदा जो ख्याल था खुद को मारने का, वो फिर से कभी नहीं आए. No, those lines, face what you must face, flash like Akashvani in that dark living room. So see, a book saved my life, and also thanks to Maharashtra Electricity Board. उस दिन अगर लाइट नहीं जाती तो आज कोई दूसरा गेस्ट होता है यहाँ पे.
I'm sure this is going to take a long time for me to digest listening to this story.